Korg just announced the KAOSS Replay. Is it any good? Let's check it out on Epic Fuzz. Hey everybody, Epic Fuzz here with another video, and surprise, surprise, Korg had an announcement today. They just announced the KAOSS Replay, which is their standalone professional performance toolbox thing. So let's watch a quick video from the Korg website. Let's see what this is all about. Ooh, nice colors. Ooh, look at that. Korg. Levels, volume looks like a headphone input. Whoa. Faders. Two faders. Pads with little lights. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice. Wow. Ooh, look at all this. Auto trader. RCA. MIDI. Oh, good MIDI. Nice. There's the Korg's patented form. Flagship KAOSS is here. Dynamic Korg. So, if you go to their website, you'll be able to see all this information, but we're going to just look at it together here. So the Korg, there's a lot of videos out there covering this. EasyBot has a good one. So basically this is, if you notice, it is sort of looks like a Roland SP 404 Mark II maybe? Yes, it looks like form factor. It looks like that. Where is the pictures? Here it is. Yes, it looks like a classier thing, but the big difference is this big, huge, high-res touchscreen, which if you're familiar with the KAOSS line, it always had a big, huge touchscreen, so you can actually use your finger to access effects and change them in real time by moving your finger across. So there's a lot of good information here. I am just going to jump to my 3 favorite things I like about this thing, or why I'm excited for it, as well as 3 possibly deal breakers for you or me to see why this may not be for you. So the 3 things I like. So the first thing would be its time stretch ability. Now it's hard to find, besides the DAW and VST and software, a really good standalone time stretch feature in any of these standalone units. I'm coming from MPC environment, and their time stretch was garbage. Honestly, it was horrible. Even the Roland SP404 Mark II time stretch, or the workarounds to get time stretch, were not that great. So just going by the videos where he shows the time stretch, pretty darn good for this, and again, it's good as long as you don't go overboard. Time stretching is what I'm looking forward to in this. My second thing I'm looking forward to is that high capacity, high resolution touchscreen. It just looks so pretty. Not the fact that it's touchscreen. It can do a lot of things. You can have access to different effects. You can obviously get to different options when sampling, because this does sample. You have, if I can see that, nope, there is a wave view. It is not there, but you can actually see the wave view of the sample, and you can zoom in to a point. I wish you could zoom in a little more, but you can actually see the wave view. That leads into my third and probably biggest reason why I'm excited about this thing is because let me show you here. Right here, okay, 16 pads, right? Now right here, see this row here? These are called Q buttons, and you can do many things with these. You can program and save different effects, you can program and save different like movements. Those buttons can do a lot of things. However, these can also be set as slices for samples. So say if I load a sample into pad 1 right here, it could be anywhere up to 30 minutes, because this can handle up to 30-minute samples, which is absolutely ridiculous. The Mark II is like 17 minutes per sample. But anyway, say I load up a 30-minute sample, and I'm coming from the slice and chop kind of workflow where I slice samples up, rearrange, pitch them up and down, and play them in different order. This one is, I load up a sample in here, and I can actually hit each of these cue buttons, and it'll create a cut in my sample. So I can manually slice a sample up to 12, because there's 12 here, of this sample that lives on this pad. And you're probably wondering, whoa, what's so good about that? Well, dude, you can have 12 slices of a sample per pad, so that technically you can have 16 different loops or samples with 12 slices each on each pad. Now, I think that is huge, especially for one of my workflows, which is chopping and sampling. There's no other device out there that I know of that you can actually save the slices along with the loop on one pad. The SP404 Mark II, you got to do a slice per pad. MPC-1, MPC Live is a slice per pad, which eats up your slices. And this has different banks. So the possibilities are endless with that. You could actually store whole songs in like a couple buttons, a couple pads here. Have your drums and a sample with the slices here, maybe have a bass here, and maybe a vocal here. A whole row could be a song that you can just trigger anytime. That you can make this a song and this a song. So this is great for performance. This is great for having your whole music library set up and you can just play live anywhere you want. It's also great to be able to track this out like I would do to a DAW. So that is my last point with this, and it's why I'm most excited, probably why I'm going to get this. Like, there's other things that people will like the sliders. You can do a lot of things with sliders. You have the effects, of course, 128 effects on this thing. A lot of vocal effects, which from the videos I've seen are pretty darn good. There's a lot of vocoder effects. There's an auto-tune effect that is really good. And they can all be accessed. You can only do one effect at a time, which is sort of limiting. But hopefully that will be fixed. Now, again, this is good. This is great. I like it, but there are some negatives, and this has been pointed out. One, there's no sequencer in this thing, and a lot of people are saying there's no sequencer. Well, I can get away with that. I don't mind there's no sequencer. You know, like the 404 Mark II has a sequencer, but it's basic at best, so I just don't use it. I either track out to my Tracker Mini or the Deluge, which has better sequencers. So for me, it's not a big deal. I know for others it will be. Another bad thing about this is with the touchscreen, when you're doing an effect, right? There is no way to know where you are on the screen. There's no XY guide on the top and the sides. So it's kind of like you're guessing. Unless you remember, see that there's even a grid. They should have at least coordinates over here to kind of show where you want to start. Because again, you press anywhere on the screen, it'll do different things with the effect. So that's another thing that may make it or break it for anyone. Another thing or another question I had is this. Oh, did you see it? RCA in and outs. Now, I like the full pin MIDI. That's nice. But RCA phono, I don't know why they are not quarter inch. I'm not sure. Is that paying homage to like the SP404A and SX? I don't know. But they're there, and that's another question I had. And probably the last question I had with this is it has two USB-C ports right here. You have a full and a micro USB-C port. Not sure what the micro is doing there. I mean, maybe it could have been another full. Micro USB-C ports are to me the least dependable kind, as they always seem to fail. But that's there. And the other thing I did notice, guys, while watching videos, it didn't seem like you can actually power this with a power bank or a battery pack. Now, Korg does promote it as the ultimate portable performance rig. Well, for me, bro, that's only going to be true if I don't have to plug this thing in. And it's okay, so it doesn't mention anything about that. But I didn't see from anyone's videos that they plugged it into a power bank or a battery pack and that it worked. Even like, dude, just throw a compartment for AA's and I'd be happy. You know, and I'll just throw my rechargeables in there. That'll make it huge. But that's a hardware it's a hardware improvement that I doubt we're gonna see unless they allow the USB-C to be powered connected to a battery pack. You can go to the Korg website right now. I think it's about $1,000, which is priced in here. I mean, again, there it is. I'm pretty sure that's mainly because of the high-res touchscreen. But that seems fair. It's a little high in my opinion, but for what it can do some things that no other device that I know of can do in this form factor. Again, the MPC-1 is technically not portable in my opinion. I took that thing to the park, to the subway. I took that everywhere, and it was a brick. It was huge compared to the Mark IV even. The Mark IV is even not the smallest because I got the Tracker Mini, which is smallest and all. But compared to that, this is pretty decent. So you got to decide, guys. There's so many more features, guys, that I did not mention with this. There's so much more on here. They have all the specs. No release date as of yet, but like I said, it is about $1,000. Let me know. Let's start some discussion in the comments. Let me know. Are you going to be getting this? You know, who's it for? Maybe performance. Are you a DJ performance person? You can use this. It'll be very handy. You can even use it if you wanted to make beats. I can find a place in this in my workflow, and I'm sure you can too. But throw it in there. Let us know. Are you going to be using this? And if you guys like this video, make sure you comment, subscribe, and you know, any other ideas you have. I will certainly respond and see you guys there. So catch you guys next time on another Epic Fuzz video. Bye.